Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful central Illinois. And today our question comes to us from Afterfove. And Afterfove has asked many interesting questions. He always has the most interesting questions. And very often he uses elements of pop culture to express his questions and his ideas. And some people sometimes misunderstand this and think that he's being disrespectful or that he is being flippant, but in actuality this has more to do with the idea that one's spiritual life and one's daily life are not in fact separate, but are part and parcel of each other. And so his pop culture references should be understood in this context. And in that context, Afterfove asks, is it true that you only live twice? A reference, of course, to the famous film You Only Live Twice. And I thought about this question when he first asked it because, of course, I could do the easy thing and answer in terms of reincarnation, which I imagine is what a lot of people would expect me to do, but we've talked about reincarnation at the basic level many times on the vlog, and I thought I would speak in a little bit more depth on this occasion, although we've done that in the vlog as well. And one of the earliest metaphysical teachings I remember, probably not the earliest, but one of the earliest, was the idea, as taught by my grandmother, that if you don't like how this life has gone, you can repeat it. That this life can have many different variations. That it's not just a matter of being reborn as another person in another time and place, but that this life itself is not a single expression, but can be many different expressions. And in the intervening years of my life, I've become much more familiar with the idea of multidimensionality, and the idea that as we live our lives, we live them rather in the manner of a tree branch, that we're constantly branching off through different choices, and that when we make choices, very often our soul will make both choices. Our consciousness will experience only one, but our life will in effect multiply, and there'll be many versions. And I thought that this would be a very interesting topic to respond to the question, do you only live twice? And in fact, I would say, no, you live many, many, many times, and not just in the normal way that we mean incarnation. That the nature of the soul is far more complex than we give it credit for, that the nature of our incarnation is more complex than we give it credit for, and I would go so far as to say that we can have conscious knowledge of this through meditation and advanced meditational techniques. And you can read about these ideas in greater detail in our third degree Witch School book, because we talk about them there. So I hope that gives you something to think about. I hope it introduces you perhaps to some deeper ideas on the subject of incarnation, and until next time, may you blessed be. The Common Book of Wicca and Witchcraft is envisioned as a copyright-free collection of spells, chants, rituals, and commentary dealing with Wicca and witchcraft in general, which people can draw upon whenever they like without having to worry about copyright, attribution, and the politics that sometimes accompany these things in our community. I think it's a wonderful idea. I certainly plan to contribute to it, and I hope that you'll join me in supporting it. You can learn more about the Common Book of Wicca and Witchcraft, as well as supporting the Indiegogo campaign for it, at the following address, witchlibrary.com. I hope you'll go and have a look at it, and I hope you'll join me in supporting it. And until next time, may you blessed be.